Thanks for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Prepare for the highly anticipated Grade 3 Ohio Derby at Thistledown this Saturday, where a formidable field of 8 talented 3-year-olds will vie for the prestigious title and the impressive prize of $500,000. Leading the pack is Two Phils, who showcased incredible resilience in the Grade 1 Kentucky Derby presented by Woodford Reserve just last month. Despite holding the lead in the stretch, Two Phils settled for a commendable second-place finish. Another contender to watch closely is Lord Miles, who emerged victorious in the Grade 2 Wood Memorial Stakes presented by Resorts World Casino back in April, earning high regard among avid racing fans. Bishop's Bay, a strong contender in his own right, enters the Ohio Derby following a narrow defeat in the Grade 3 Peter Pan Stakes, where he missed victory by a mere head to Arcangelo, the eventual Grade 1 Belmont Stakes winner. Hayes' strike has been consistently impressive, claiming wins in both the private term stakes and the Texas Derby, proving his mettle among the best 3-year-olds. Henry Q., a shipper from Santa Anita, boasts victories in the Mind That Bird Derby and respectable third-place finishes in the Grade 3 Sunland Park Derby and the Peter Pan, making him another contender to keep an eye on. Meanwhile, Agnello's Dream, Last Cookie, and Timesatappin, stepping up in class after their efforts in allowance races, complete the field. Let's focus on Bishop's Bay, who has demonstrated exceptional form in his 3 previous races. His debut race in February resulted in a victorious start, and he showcased his versatility by prevailing in a thrilling 2-turn race in March. Returning for the Peter Pan Stakes on May 13, Bishop's Bay showed immense tenacity by closely tracking the pace-setter from the beginning and engaging in a fierce battle with Arcangelo during the final eighth of a mile. Although narrowly defeated, Bishop's Bay's performance exhibited significant improvement, with his equibase speed figure climbing from 88 to 97. Considering Arcangelo's subsequent triumph in the grueling 1.5-mile Belmont Stakes and Bishop's Bay's consistency in the 1 1/8-mile trip, it's reasonable to anticipate further progress from this talented contender, especially given his strong 5-furlong workout of 59.40 just 1 week ago. On the other hand, while Two Phils is expected to put in a solid performance, although he achieved a career-best equibase speed figure of 102 in the Kentucky Derby, Two Phils struggled to maintain the required physical and mental energy in the final stretch, allowing Mage to overtake him near the wire, with Angel of Empire closely nipping at his heels for the runner-up position. Despite his consistent improvement in equibase speed figures, rising from 92 to 97 and then to 102, it's plausible to assume that he may falter against a more determined adversary in the closing yards, possibly finishing in the second or even third position in this year's Ohio Derby. In recent outings, Hayes' strike has shown his prowess by claiming victory in 2 out of his last 3 races, both of which were stakes events for 3-year-olds. Notably, he achieved an impressive equibase speed figure of 91 in his triumph in the private term stakes back in March. Although he experienced a setback with a 7th-place finish in the Toyota Bluegrass Stakes in April, Hayes' strike bounced back in his most recent race on May 29. In a thrilling display of resilience, he mounted a remarkable rally from 9th position with a quarter-mile remaining, progressing to 7th place with only an eighth of a mile left before clinching the Texas Derby victory by a mere nose. With jockey Christian Torres once again in the saddle, there is promise of a similar or even stronger effort from Hayes' strike in the Ohio Derby. In a surprising turn of events, Lord Miles emerged victorious in the Wood Memorial in April, his most recent race. Although he did not compete in the Kentucky Derby, he has been diligently preparing since then. While his performances in the Holy Bull Stakes and the Lamb South Tampa Bay Derby were less impressive, resulting in a 6th place and a 5th place finish, respectively, Lord Miles exhibited remarkable determination in the Wood Memorial, engaging in a neck-and-neck battle with both Hit Show and Dreamlike during the final eighth of a mile. His triumph and effort yielded an admirable equibase speed figure of 100. If Lord Miles can replicate this performance after a break of over 2 months, he will undoubtedly pose a significant challenge in the Ohio Derby. Lastly, Henry Q will travel from Santa Anita to compete once again under the guidance of trainer Doug O'Neill. Having participated in his first 3 races in California, Henry Q broke his maiden in February in a race open to optional claimers. He then ventured to Sunland Park, securing victory in the Mind That Bird Derby and achieving a respectable 3rd-place finish in the Sunland Park Derby, G3, on the Kentucky Derby Trail. In his most recent outing, he finished 3rd in the Peter Pan, G3, trailing 8 lengths behind the Belmont Stakes winner, Arcangelo. Completing the field, Agnello's Dream, Henry Q, Last Cookie, and Timesatappin each bring their own potential to the table, as represented by their best equibase speed figures of 87, 97, 77, and 74, respectively. Taking all factors into consideration, Bishop's Bay emerges as my top choice to claim victory in this year's Ohio Derby. Please like, share and subscribe, and thanks for tuning in.